most people are publishing, bullshit with like, oh, I have elves, but they're blue, or I have dwarves, but they live in the sky, or it's all some weird derivative thing of fantasy. And he's literally got like a sci-fi cyberpunk setting in a post-abortion war setting. It's like abortion was this big thing, and there was lifers and choicers, and they're having this big fight, and like it's bonkers sci-fi that is not like anything that I've ever seen, and it may not be anybody's cup of tea. But the fact that he took a very ridiculously divisive political topic and built a role-playing game setting around it with lots of things that are fit into this kind of wacky sci-fi setting, like I am glad that exists. And my fear is, okay, we go under this new system license, and Hasbro Wizards of the Coast is in charge of everything, and somebody wants to put out anything that is the least bit controversial. What are the lawyers going to say? Right? We're immediately going to have a chilling effect of, hey, I've got a sci-fi setting set after a bonkers of war about abortion. Oh God, I don't want to get in the middle of that. We go, right? Or let's go with Book of Erotic Fantasy, right? That was another published thing that came out, like, and that was a big deal because it was like X-rated or whatever.
I agree with that being taken to task.
Right,
Don't say we did.
Like, God, yeah, it's funny. We're talking about sex. I'm being serious here. Like, quit fucking around for a minute.
Just wish
like, I'm serious. If people want to publish something that goes against the same bullshit mainstream stuff that we've all seen for 40 years, God forbid somebody wants to do something new, different, edgy, whatever you want to call it. Man, the first people that are going to drop the ban hammer are going to be the corporate lawyers over at Hasbro. And some people think that's amazing and that's great and that's what they should do. And cool, I understand that concept as well. But I've also seen things published that you're like, hey, that's not my cup of tea. But the fact that it's out there is exactly why third-party publishing really should exist. Cool, you want to explore, Roe v. Wade, choice versus life in a ridiculous blown-up setting, and with sci-fi tropes. Who else is going to publish that? You think you're ever going to see that from Wizards of the Coast? Nope.